Hi, I'm Lady Charmaine, and my guest today is a businesswoman, writer, and media personality. She currently oversees the women's ministry at the Potter's House of Dallas, Texas, led by her father, Bishop T.D. Jakes. And she's here today to talk about a great program which Bishop T.D. Jakes has launched to help millions of Americans relieve the financial stress of prescription drugs. Help me welcome Miss Sarah Henson to the show. How you doing, Sarah, and welcome to the show.
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
You know, it's amazing to have followed your father's ministry for so many years and to see pictures of you and your brothers and sisters when you were much younger and to see you grow up into a beautiful young lady. And now you are a businesswoman, a wife, and a mother. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. I guess it runs in our veins.
Oh, yes, it does. And you are currently working with your father. Can you kind of tell us, what do you do? You're working at the Potter's House Ministry. Tell us about that and what is your role in the ministry there?
Well, as you said, I lead the women's ministry, which consists of 3 programs: our God's Leading Ladies program, our debutante program, and then our Rahab ministry, which is our domestic violence outreach. And so I get to oversee those programs and really get to connect with the women of our ministry to address some of the needs and different issues and struggles that we've all gone through at some point in our life. And it's an opportunity to really be honest and transparent in a safe environment, and to also learn tools to take into the world to really help us pursue our passions in ministry. And in addition to that, I host the Potter's Touch occasionally, and I am the project manager for our Connections RX pharmacy discount card, which is something new that we've launched. And so I'm excited about all of my roles in the ministry, but I'm really excited about this opportunity with the RX card.
You know, when I first heard about it, I was like, it was such a fantastic idea. And I was at a Black media conference, and they were talking about, healthcare. And I remember I said, Bishop Jakes just launched something. Everybody needs to know about this, because I realized not everybody knew about it. I was so surprised. I'm like, do you know Bishop Jakes has offered something wonderful to millions of Americans? So that's when I'm like, okay, I got to have somebody on the show to talk about this. Can you kind of tell us about the program, and also too, how did it birth? What was the idea, and what was it conceived from? When he was just sitting there thinking about this idea to help millions of Americans. And why was it important to him as well?
Well, like I said, I was working with the women's ministry, and I had an opportunity to talk to different ladies in our membership about the issues that they face. And one of the things that I really learned is that sometimes our efforts to help someone spiritually are blocked by their practical needs. And sometimes, we're preaching and we're giving them all of these spiritual tools, but their practical needs are so dire that they're not able to really access those tools. So at the Potter's House, we've kind of made it our mission to help people with their practical and spiritual needs. And so I was doing some research on how can we help. I mean, our economies has been in a recession. Our community has experienced so much job loss that, our families are really struggling, especially when it comes to health care. We're not able to afford our medications. Sometimes we're picking between paying our prescriptions or paying our bills. And I know that nobody wants to live like that forever, and whatever we can do to help, we try to do. And so I was doing some research on some different opportunities, and I told my dad that there could be a chance that we could do a prescription RX card that we could offer completely free to whoever who wanted it. They can save up to 75% on their prescription medications. It's good on over 50,000 medications. And like I said, it's absolutely free. Well, when I told my dad we could, he said, okay, we are. So I had to do some more research to get it done pretty quickly. And so what I found is that a lot of these companies really do want to help us, but because there are so many smaller voices, that if we can all combine and say that we really do have this need as a community, that we can really get the attention of some of these pharmaceutical companies. And so we are using our combined voices to really create change within some of these companies to say we have a need here. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands, millions of dollars really on marketing. Our word of mouth is strong enough to really give our people the help that they need now.
That is fantastic, because when I was reading the statistics, I saw that it was 46.3 million Americans, or 15.4% of the population, are currently living without medical insurance. Now, that's according to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. So how do you think this program will help people? How does the program work?
Well, like I said, you can visit our website, connectionsrx.com, or we have a number, which is 1-855-871-6280. You can give them your information, and we will mail a card out to you. You don't have to pay for shipping. We mail a card to your address. Or if you go to connectionsrx.com, you can actually print out a card right then and there that you can take to the pharmacy. You said, you pick up your insurance. You don't have an insurance card to give them. You give them this card instead, and they take the discounts off of your program, off of your prescription. And I know my mother-in-law, if you aren't working, and if you maybe aren't in school, or you are an immigrant, whatever your situation may be, most of the time, if you don't have a job, you can't get insurance, which if you have medications, they're so expensive. And so when we finally got this program secured, I called my mother-in-law and I said, look, we are going to be able to help with your medications now even more greatly, because we do have this discount program. And it's funny because my husband and I are, of course, a little bit younger in age, and so we don't necessarily have that many medications. But my father went and used the card himself. He couldn't believe the discounts that he received on his medication. He's like, you young folks don't know how great these discounts are. But I'm telling you, when you get up there, you've got all of these medications. He had me cracking up laughing. But it's true. Even if you have insurance, everybody wants to save some money. So it doesn't matter if you have insurance, you can use the card. But more importantly, if you don't have insurance, whether you've been laid off, you're looking for work, but you have some medications that you really need to have, this card is great.
Well, I'm just thinking about all the people I know that can use this. And when you say the card is free, so you can just go online, sign up, print out a card, and you can also have a card sent directly to you, and then you could just start saving today.
Absolutely.
That is really amazing. And then my second one, does each family member have to have a card?
Yes, each family member can have their own card. Once again, it's completely free. If you call the number, you can actually order however many cards you need, which is really important for our churches and organizations that are really in the inner city dealing with people day to day. You can order cards for your entire organization. If you've got 1,500 people in your church, 5,000 people in your church, we will send as many cards as you need to accommodate your organization so that you can put actual cards in people's hands.
Oh, I wish I would have known about this before. We had a church member and she had no money for no medications at all. And I'm like, oh my goodness, as soon as I finish with you, I'm going to let her know to go online and to get this card. This is fantastic. More people need to know about it. We were praying. It was like, okay, we have to help her out. It's just, I'm just so shocked. Look, I'm acting like I'm a person who's hearing it for the first time, but it's amazing. 75% off. Now, what other pharmacies can they go to? Can they go to any pharmacy? Is everyone involved?
Any pharmacy is accepted at over 50,000 pharmacies. Those are your major pharmacies like Walgreens, CVS, your local grocery store, anything that's a franchise, and then some of the smaller franchises that are maybe in select areas also accept the card. So 50,000 different pharmacies, there's got to be someone near you that will accept this card.
Again, before you go, please give us the website one more time and the phone number where they can go and call today or go online today.
You can visit connectionsrx.com or call 1-855-871-6280 and start saving up to 75% on your prescription drugs today.
Connections. Oh my goodness, what a great connection this was. And everybody remember, this is an 855 number, not 1-800 or 1-866. It's an 855. Again, Sarah, it was such a pleasure to have you on the show. This was a wealth of information. It's going to save people a lot of money. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye.